Welcome to today's podcast where we dive into the life of Virat Kohli, a story that transcends cricket. But let's start from the beginning. Virat was just a regular kid in Delhi, right?
Absolutely. He was born in Delhi in 1988 to a lawyer father and homemaker mother. No silver spoon, just sheer passion for cricket. It's a testament to what raw determination can achieve.
Indeed. And it's fascinating how his journey began at just 9 years old when he joined the West Delhi Cricket Academy. But why cricket, you think?
Well, his competitive spirit was evident even in street cricket. Virat wasn't playing just for fun, he played to win, which is rare for a child. It was this fire that set him apart early on.
But not every fiery spirit becomes a champion. There must have been challenges. How did he cope with setbacks at such a young age?
Virat had his fair share of struggles. Coaches often critiqued his attitude, saying he was too aggressive. It parallels how English learners feel when they know the words but can't express themselves confidently.
It's a compelling comparison. So, how did he transform that aggression into an asset?
It was discipline. Virat's father played a pivotal role by instilling a sense of responsibility in him. Every morning he would travel long distances to train. This rigorous routine was crucial.
That's inspiring. And speaking of transformation, it's a reminder that change is possible with the right mindset, isn't it?
Exactly. And just like learning English, it's about consistent effort and not giving up, even when faced with criticism or setbacks. That's the essence of Virat's early journey.
Let's move to a pivotal moment in Virat's life, the tragic loss of his father in 2006. How did this personal tragedy impact his cricketing journey?
It was a defining moment. Virat chose to play a Ranji Trophy match the next day, scoring 90 runs. It was more than just a game. It was about honoring his father's dreams and his own resilience.
That must have been incredibly challenging. It shows immense strength. But what does it reveal about his character?
It highlights his commitment. Despite his grief, he understood the responsibility he had towards his team and himself. It's reminiscent of how one must tackle language learning amidst personal challenges.
True, and it's a reminder that sometimes our greatest struggles lead to our greatest strengths. How did this experience shape his mindset?
It taught him that emotional resilience is as important as physical strength. Just like mastering English vocabulary, building emotional vocabulary is crucial for personal growth.
And what about the counter-arguments? Some might say it was too soon for him to play. How do you view that?
Sure, some may argue it was too soon, but for Virat, cricket was a form of expression and healing. It was his way of coping, much like how immersing in a language can help one find solace.
It's a powerful analogy. So, how did this experience shape his future career?
It set the foundation for his leadership. Virat learned to channel his emotions positively, a lesson that would guide him as he progressed to captaining the national team.
Now, moving forward, Virat captained the U19 team to World Cup victory in 2008. But his initial entry into the national team wasn't smooth, was it?
Not at all. Critics were quick to point out his aggressiveness, questioning his technique and longevity. They said he wouldn't last, which must have been tough for a young player.
That's harsh. How did he handle such intense scrutiny and pressure?
He focused on self-improvement. Instead of succumbing to criticism, he worked on his game relentlessly. It's like how English learners must persist despite fear of judgment.
And what about the naysayers who doubted his capabilities? How did he prove them wrong?
By proving himself on the field, he turned critiques into motivation, honing his skills and showcasing his ability to adapt. Just like language learners overcoming the fear of making mistakes.
It's a great lesson in perseverance. But was there ever a point where he doubted himself?
Of course, self-doubt is natural, yet Virat's determination and the support from his mentors helped him transform doubts into determination, much like finding the right support system in language learning.
So, what's the takeaway for those facing similar challenges?
That persistence and hard work can silence critics. Virat's journey underscores the importance of patience and resilience, essential qualities for success in any field.
Discipline was crucial in Virat's transformation. Can you elaborate on how he revamped his lifestyle to become the athlete he is today?
Virat embraced a strict fitness regimen, a clean diet, and mental training. He replaced late nights with early training sessions, focusing on holistic growth. It's similar to how consistent practice leads to language fluency.
That's quite a shift. How did these lifestyle changes impact his performance on the field?
His game evolved significantly. As his physical fitness improved, so did his confidence and mental clarity, enabling him to handle high-pressure situations better, much like mastering a language enhances communication.
But surely there were critics of his transformation. What were some criticisms he faced?
Some felt his strict regimen was excessive, but Virat saw it as non-negotiable for success. It's akin to those who might find intensive language immersion overwhelming, but ultimately rewarding.
And looking ahead, how do these disciplined habits set the stage for future achievements?
They lay a solid foundation for sustained success. Like in language learning, developing disciplined habits ensures continuous improvement and adaptability to new challenges.
It's inspiring to see how discipline can transform talent into excellence. What's the broader lesson here?
That true success is rooted in commitment and consistency. It's not just about the talent you have, but how you cultivate it through disciplined practice, whether in sports or language acquisition.
Virat's leadership was transformative for Indian cricket. Can you explain how his role as captain changed the team dynamic?
As captain, Virat demanded excellence. He led by example, emphasizing fitness and a fearless mindset. His leadership instilled a culture of discipline and passion, much like a language teacher inspiring their students.
And how did his leadership style evolve over time?
Initially, it was about proving himself. Over time, he balanced aggression with strategic planning, focusing on team cohesion. It's like evolving from a beginner to a fluent speaker who communicates effectively.
What were some objections to his leadership approach, and how did he address them?
Critics often labeled him too aggressive. However, Virat turned this into controlled passion, harnessing it to drive the team forward. It's similar to channeling anxiety into constructive communication.
Looking to the future, what impact does his leadership have on upcoming cricketers?
His leadership legacy promotes resilience, discipline, and innovation. It encourages upcoming players to embrace these values, much like encouraging language learners to adopt effective learning strategies.
It's clear his influence extends beyond the field. What's the ultimate takeaway from his leadership journey?
That true leaders inspire transformation through vision and example, teaching us that leadership and learning are intertwined, evolving with each experience and challenge.
Finally, let's talk about Virat's recent struggles and how he overcame them. The phase where he faced form slumps and criticism. How did he navigate this tough period?
Virat faced intense scrutiny and social media negativity. By admitting his mental struggles, he took a step back to reset, showing that vulnerability is a strength, not a weakness, much like acknowledging language barriers.
What changes did he implement to regain his form and confidence?
He learned to let go, breathe, and trust the process. This mental reset was crucial, akin to taking a break to refresh one's language learning journey and return with renewed focus.
Were there skeptics who doubted his ability to bounce back? And how did he silence them?
Certainly, doubters were vocal, but Virat's comeback was a testament to his inner strength. By focusing on personal peace rather than records, he silenced critics just like overcoming language fears empowers learners.
Looking forward, what does this phase teach us about resilience and growth?
It teaches that success is a journey, not a destination. Embracing challenges and learning from them leads to growth, much like the continuous journey of mastering a language.
And what can our listeners take away from Virat's story in their own lives?
That persistence, self-reflection, and embracing vulnerability are keys to overcoming adversity. Whether in sports or language learning, growth stems from the courage to face and learn from challenges.
All right, that's all for this episode. Thanks for listening, and we'll catch you next time. Bye-bye!